everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is AmandaEnsing and welcome to my beauty space. Cue intro. So number one, no, I did not cut my hair. This is a wig. I added like lots of products so it looks kind of wet. You know what I'm saying? Number two, what do we think of the backdrop? If you're part of my Snapchat fam, I snapped that I bought this bookcase for one of my filming backdrops. I don't plan on really doing backdrops anymore. I think they're not as personal. I want to have a beauty room backdrop. So I got this bookcase. I've been super excited. I was just waiting for a few pieces to come in. I put like this perfume bottle, lip kit, some books right here. The only thing that sucks is that for close-up shots, you're only gonna see this shelf because there's no shelf right here. I put actually some firefly lights. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but let me know what you guys think. I think it's super, super cute. I literally put this up in like 20 minutes so I could film this video for you guys today. I'm just so excited to be switching up my space. I've just been getting really tired of the backdrops and I feel like this is like you just sitting with me in my beauty room getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up for no backdrops. So today's video is going to be first impression swatches and a tutorial using the brand new Jaclyn Hill Morphe eyeshadow palette. Jaclyn was one of my first friends on YouTube. She's so kind, she's so hardworking. Like, Jaclyn is amazing, and I know how hard and long Jaclyn and Morphe have been working on this, so congratulations, girl, your baby's here, and congratulations to Morphe. So I'm gonna be showing you the palette, all of the colors. I'm gonna swatch all of them on my hand, and then I'm gonna go through a step-by-step tutorial. I did film the entire face look, so I'm gonna include the entire face as well. So here is the palette. It's different from Morphe's traditional packaging, which is a black kind of plastic. This is more of a cardboard packaging. It's a white and silver. There are 35 colors and it's gonna retail for $38, a little bit more than $1 per shadow. Now this is more expensive than Morphe's other eyeshadow palettes, but it's a brand new formula and they are all custom colors. Looking at the palette, the colors are bomb. There's so many neutrals, warm neutrals, and lots of little pops of colors in there as well. I also love that there's such a great mix of matte and shimmer. It's not all matte or all shimmer. It's just a really great mix. Yes, it's more expensive than their other eyeshadows, but I still think that this palette is worth it. You will see. So let's start off with swatching all of the shades. So the first shade is in Light. Next is Beam. Next is Silk Cream. Next is MFEO. Next is Faint. Next is Sissy. And then last on the top row is Little Lady. Starting with the second row, the first shade is Creamsicle. Next is Butter. Next is Pooter. Next is Pookie. Or is it Pukey? I think it's Pookie. I don't know, it looks like Pookie. Next is Hunts. Then we have Firework. And then last on the second row is Queen. So here is the second row. So the first shade on the third row is called Obsessed. And I made sure that my hand and my fingers were dry before swatching so that way they weren't wet. It didn't affect the formula at all. Next is SBN. Next is Hilster. And then the fourth color is Roxanne. Next is Jax. Then we have Buns. And then last we have Cranapple. And here is the third row. So on the fourth row, the first color we have is Royalty. Next we have Twerk. Next is Hustle. And then next is Meeks. Next up is 24/7. Next is Chip. And then last on the fourth row is Mocha. So here is the fourth row. Okay, so first on the last row is Pool Party. Next is Jada. Next is Diva. Then we have Enchanted. Next is Central Park. Then we have Soda Pop. And then last is Abyss. So here is the last row. Most of the colors were so pigmented with just one swatch. Some of them I did build up and I like to blend it out. I feel like it's unfair if you just dip your finger in a product and then swatch it and you're like, oh, it sucks. It seems like every palette that comes out recently, people don't like it and say that it swatches terribly, but I also feel like you have to give it a chance. So I like to really get my finger in there and give it 1 or 2 layers, maybe even 3, just to see if I can build up the product. All of the colors were stunning. Some of the shimmer shades are a little bit powdery, but that's just how Morphe eyeshadows are, and I still love them and I still use them because it's such a great bargain for what you get. And yes, this is more expensive, but it's a collaboration with an amazing woman. They're new formulas, they're new colors, and the palette is just like gorge. Like, look at this. This is gonna be launching on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 21st. So if you want this, you better set an alarm because it's gonna go. Like, it's gonna be sold out, I feel like, in no time. You can use affiliate codes with this palette. You can use mine if you want. If not, you don't have to. Mine is Amanda. You can use it online at checkout or in store, and it'll give you an extra 10% off. Before we get into this tutorial, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit it down below. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see how I created it and use this palette, then just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to do the face pretty quickly because I want to focus on trying out this palette on my eyelids. In my Naked Heat tutorial, you guys all said you wished I would have included everything, so I'm going to include everything. I'm just not going to spend too much time on it because I want to focus on the eyes for this look. So I'm going to start by priming my face with the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Primer. Now I'm going to apply the Versali Unicorn drops. I haven't tried these yet. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to try these forever. It's Unicorn Essence Skin Tightening Antioxidant Serum. It's so cold. It smells like something familiar. Wow, it feels really good. It feels super hydrating. For foundation, I'm gonna use my EX1 Invisiwear. This is one of my favorite foundations ever. I've used it for years. I'm gonna use the shade F300 today. And I'm using that because I laid out a pool yesterday, so I got a little bit of sun. I don't know if you can tell, but it'll match. I'm using the Morphe E56 brush to blend everything out. I just like to press and drag foundation when I use a brush. I try not to buff too much because I feel like it can disturb the product and you lose coverage. This is my go-to brush for stick foundation. It's like what I use every single day. This foundation is a mineral foundation in a liquid form, so it allows your skin to breathe. It's perfect for every day. It never breaks me out. I've been using it, like I said, for years. And if you have yellow or olive in your skin, girl, the match is perfect. I see a lot of celebrities using this foundation as well for a red carpet. It just looks so natural and covers up everything. Like, it doesn't emphasize any pores. It's the best. Also, if I'm talking weird, it's because I just took my Invisalign out, so my teeth are really sensitive right now. So if it sounds like I have a lisp, I definitely have one when I have them in, but my teeth are really, really sensitive, so. For my concealer, I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using light, medium, and light. You guys are probably sick of seeing this, but it is my favorite right now. I just love it. It's so easy to use. So I'm gonna mix these 2 shades. I'm gonna go in with light, medium first, and I'm gonna focus on the lower part right here. I know you're probably like, Amanda, this is so extra. And on my eyelid, I'm almost out. I'm super sad. Just like that. Then I'm gonna take the light shade and go right here. And then on my nose, and right here, and right. To blend out the concealer, I'm just gonna take this Morphe E48 and press. And you wanna make sure to get that inner corner of your eye. I'm using this concealer as my base for my eyeshadow because this concealer is so good at not creasing, and I'll set it just to make sure. This brush just fits so perfectly under the eyes. I use it to cream contour and to conceal. I do have a code with Morphe if you want to get money off. It's my affiliate code, so I do get money back if you use it. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but if you do want to, it's Amanda, and you can use it in store or online. So now I'm gonna take this Morphe. It's the M433, I think. I've used it so much, the numbers are like coming off. I'm gonna use this to set my concealer. I'm just using my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm not gonna bake today, really. I'm just gonna use it and press into that under eye area and on my eyelids. My skin's been pretty dry lately, so I've been a little bit easier on the baking because it can emphasize dry skin. Ever since I moved to LA, like my skin just started changing in the last like couple months, probably since like February. I just noticed this little lash glow on my lashes. I was playing with makeup before this. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and fill in my brows really quick before. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Brow Brownie, Chocolate Brownie Cocoa Brow Pencil. This is soft brown. I've been using this a lot lately. It makes me so happy that so many of you guys have noticed that my brows are growing. The only thing I've done differently is I changed my diet and I take vitamins every day. That's it, and my brows started growing. So first I'm gonna take Silk Cream and apply this as my transition color. And I'm bringing it all the way on the inner corner. For smoky eyes, I love it dark up in here as well. Now I'm gonna take Chip to start defining and cutting out the crease. And I'm bringing it on this outer V of the eye. And I'm bringing it on the inner corner as well. Then I'm going back to my fluffy brush to blend the edges. Now I'm gonna take Soda Pop to make the outer corners even darker. It's the darkest color besides the black. So the black's the darkest, and then Soda Pop is like a deep, dark plum, almost black, but not black. So I'm gonna place this right here on the outer part, and then also on the inner part and in the crease. Now I'm going in with my blending brush. I'm doing kind of a halo smoky eye, which means it's all dark and the center is left glittery or whatever color you want. I'm gonna take my blending brush. I'm gonna be winging out my eyeliner, so this doesn't have to be extremely neat, but I wanna straighten it just a little bit. For the lid, I'm gonna start with 24/7, which is a taupe pressed glitter. It's so pretty, so I'm gonna start with this and apply it all over the center of the lid. And I'm gonna take some Fix Plus and spray it on my brush, then apply it on my lid. I like this especially with pressed glitters because you never know how they're gonna apply and if they're gonna stick, and this just makes it more intense anyways. You can do this for shimmery eyeshadows, any kind of eyeshadow except for mattes. I wouldn't use Fix Plus with mattes, but any other finish, you can use this. And the brush I'm using is the Urban Decay Medium Eyeshadow E207. I'm gonna layer some of Meeks on top to see how they layer. I love mixing glitters to see just if it makes it even more glittery and vibrant. Wow, so pretty. And with this color, I didn't add any Fix Plus. We're gonna have 3 layers of glitter, if you guys are okay with that, but I love shimmer eyeshadows. So I'm adding a little bit more of 24/7. So now I'm just going to clean up the crease. I'm actually gonna take some of Mocha on a clean crease brush and go right between the darkest shade and the transition color. Then back to my transition brush once again. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna take some of 24/7 on my finger. Applies really well with the finger as well. I'm gonna go ahead and wing out my eyeliner using the Maybelline Gel Eyeliner. I'm gonna use 2 brushes for this. I'm gonna use the MAC 210, which is my favorite eyeliner brush. It makes it so perfect. And then this angled brush, this one is from Sigma. I like this more for like this part. I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and then I'll be back with lashes. Now I'm gonna take Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I'm just going to apply a coat on my lashes before going in with the falsies. Am I the only one that's always like, every time I apply mascara, like I can't do it without opening my mouth. So now for lashes, I'm going to apply the Blinking Beauty Samantha Lash. These are my fave lashes, and I'm just going to apply them with House of Lashes glue. I've used this pair of lashes at least 15 times and it looks so good still. That's what I love about Blinking Beauty lashes is they just last. They're just so good. Oh, and I do have a coupon code for them. It's just Amanda. You can use it if you want. Again, I do get commission. You don't have to use it, but if you want to. I like to let the glue dry for at least 30 seconds. The tackier, the easier it is. You don't just put glue on and then put it on your eyes where it's not gonna stick. I always get asked that question, and if you just apply it straight, it's so hard to apply the lash. A little tip, if you want them to look more realistic, which honestly, no one has lashes this big unless you have lash extensions, but you can take mascara and just add to like the very tips of the lashes. It looks a little bit clumpy, but that's what happens when you wear a lot of mascara. Now these are cruelty-free mink, so you shouldn't technically add mascara on them, but I sometimes will add a little bit just on the edges to make it look a little bit more texturized. Not spidery, I don't like spidery, but you guys know what I mean? Just so it looks a little bit less perfect, a little bit more like believable. So in my waterline, I'm gonna add black. I'm going for all the drama today. And I use this brush to hold down my waterline so that the heat from my finger doesn't disturb or mess up my concealer. I've been using this eyeliner a lot lately. This is the Estee Lauder Victoria Beckham collab. I'm not sure if you can still get it. I'll link it down below if you can, but it comes with a black and a nude. I wish the nude was lighter, but you can see I use it a lot, but lasts really well, doesn't move. So first I'm gonna take Chip with this pointed brush. This is like one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes ever. I just discovered it a few months ago. This is the Morphe M573. It's like a pointed crease brush. So I'm gonna start on the outer corner and go in. So now we're gonna test out that black shade of this. I'm gonna take a flat definer brush and put it as close to the lash line as I can get it. This black is not having a lot of fallout, which is amazing because I'm not even really tapping it off like I should be, like I just dipped it in the product. Now I'm gonna go back with Soda Pop on a pencil brush and just buff the black out a little bit. Now I'm just buffing again. This is smoky if I've ever seen smoky. So I'm going back to 24/7. I'm gonna add it right on the inner part of the lower lash line. And I'm actually gonna take some of Hustle right on top. Now I'm gonna finish with my lower lash mascara and then we can finish the face. I'm gonna bronze my skin with the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the shade 104, I think. Yeah, 104, Tantastic. I love this bronzer. It smells so good and it just makes everything look great. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy today because the eyes are pretty dramatic. I'm just gonna kind of bronze a little bit, just a little bronze. I am gonna contour my nose though. I just feel like my face looks unproportionate if I don't because you have all this contour and then nothing. Gonna go back to my Laura powder just to clean up and brighten that contour area. For my cheekbone highlight, I'm using the Kylie Loose Shimmer in the shade Fiji. It's part of our new summer collection. I have a full video of reviews, swatches if you haven't seen it yet. This stuff is intense. I'm gonna set my makeup with the Glam Glow Glow Setter Finishing Spray. This has been my favorite. It's just so fine. It's like the finest setting spray mist I have found, and it doesn't feel like anything on your face. It just is so, so nice. Last but not least, for my lip color, I'm gonna take Lipland Tribeca Liquid Lipstick. These are some of my favorite liquid lipsticks, so I'm gonna apply this all over my lips. I do have a coupon code for them. It's Amanda as well. Then after it dries, I'm gonna top it off with MAC Oyster Girl Lip Glass. So here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Do I think this palette is worth it? Yes. I was sent this from Morphe. I'm a Morphe affiliate. I'm very open about that. And if I wasn't, I would buy this because it is so beautiful. I think all of the shadows swatched beautifully. I also think this is a palette that's just so versatile. Like, I wanted to do so many looks with this palette today. I couldn't really decide. I went with smoky and plums and purples, but I really want to try the blues and the greens, and like the purple and like royal blue are just so beautiful. I really couldn't decide, and it's rare for me to find a palette that I want to create like 30 looks right off the bat. Usually when I see a palette, I know, okay, I'm gonna use this, this, and this color, and then I stick with that. But with this, there are just so many different options, so I love it, and I think that it is beautiful. I think the palette is great, and I think that it's worth it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to hit subscribe down below if you have not yet joined my little internet family. Also, let me know down in the comments if you're gonna pick this palette up. Are you excited or are you gonna pass? Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing week, and I will catch you in my next video.